Tēnā tātou katoa, good evening. More ambulance crews and better kit. That's the promise of a multi-million-dollar investment into the life-saving ambulance services. As demand grows across the country, $35 million over 4 years has been invested as part of this year's budget. But the union is warning pay negotiations will be crucial to avoid major troubles ahead. Louise, Ternouth reports.
Winston and I will come to a ride along together.
A pre-budget boost for frontline ambulance services going down well.
Together, these changes will ensure ambulance services are better equipped, better supported and better able to meet growing demand across the country.
2 new ambulance hubs in Auckland and an electronic patient record system, paramedics say are long overdue.
Putting a hub system in place enables us to do what other first world ambulance services are doing across Australasia and the UK and major metropolitan centres, and that's a good thing. In terms of the electronic patient care record, that's a fantastic initiative from our perspective because right now we're running a 10-year-old system.
Additional training for communications centre staff also on the way.
At the moment, they get hammered. They take back-to-back 111 calls. They do a fantastic job. They do not get adequate decompression time.
Funding for day-to-day operations of ambulance services for the next 4 years is up for negotiation in July. St John hoping for a bigger contribution from the government.
You can see all the donated ambulances and we'll keep doing that. But the day-to-day costs, we want the government to be paying for it.
The Union for Ambulance Staff going far further. Its report, labelled Emergency, lays out issues the industry is facing, including an ageing population, increasing demand on services, competitive wages across the ditch in Australia, a collapse in charitable giving, rising fuel costs, and issues with how ambulance services are integrated in the health system. The strain on services growing over this paramedic's 15-year career.
When I first started, there was a little bit of downtime, so you could have some collegial discussions, some clinical discussions with senior staff, and that's just gone now. So it's just constant job to job to job.
Others warning the money on offer in Australia could affect recruitment here.
I came back a couple of years ago for family reasons, and there was quite a significant financial consideration with that. I think it was about $25,000 that pay cut for me.
Hoping the next round of talks will deliver on a system the union says is no longer fit for purpose.
Louise joins us now. Louise, while the funding's welcomed, what's the latest with the ongoing pay negotiations?
Good evening, Laura. Well, negotiations will begin in July and those will be between Health New Zealand, ACC and St John. They have signalled those could take around 10 to 12 weeks before they get to a final decision that everyone can agree on. But at the moment, the funding structure is unique here in New Zealand. It's a mixture of co-payments from patients, government funding and charitable donations. But the day-to-day costs are rising in St John, and the ambulance union are calling for full funding from the government for its day-to-day services, citing rising costs, largely due to an ageing population. Its report released today highlights that the average ambulance call-out has risen to about $1,000 per patient. And it says by 2065, over 2/3 of ambulance call-outs will be for patients over 65, which is going to require far more time and resource as they often need to go to hospital. And actually, sometimes they can require up to 2 ambulances. The report also highlights things like rising diesel prices, which is not unique, but this industry is definitely facing it. And they're also highlighting a major concern for them is the competitive wages across the ditch. There's an example there of paramedics earning $25,000 or up to $35,000 more when equating for things like superannuation. It's a major concern of them with graduates heading over. And the union has told us that New Zealand is a major outlier in the OECD, with our services still not fully government funded.
Louise, Ternouth, with lots of challenges there.